Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm your host, Math Stats, and we are back with another video for you guys. Today, we are looking at Chapter 5, Polynomials and Exponents. And guess what? The fun continues. Today, in this one, before we move on, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and that notification bell so you can get alerts when I post a new video. Also, you can donate to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. They're all there. Follow me on TikTok. It's gonna be in the description below. On Instagram as well. It's gonna be there. And of course, you can support me on my Rumble and my Locals channel to get myself in a better position. Guys, without any delay, let's get active. We are looking at polynomials and exponents. And right now, I am not going to do any exercises. I'm just going to give you guys the terms because you need to know your terms. You know what? I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put know your terms. Or in this case, you have to know what you need to do when you have certain operations. So I'm gonna use my own name. So let's say you have I'm gonna use MS. MS basically means math stats. Alright. So if you see me using MS, it means math stats. So let's say if you have you have to know the first thing first. Number one, the multiplication of exponents, right? Or expression, exponential expression. So let's say you have ms m to the power of m times ms to the power of s. What that does is, basically, what it gives you something called ms to the power of m plus s. So what it means basically is, if you multiply ms m times and you multiply it by ms s times, it will give you, basically, you would add the exponents of ms. Why? Because they have the same base. The same base, because it's the same base, you can add the exponent. Because they have the same base, you can add the exponent. If they didn't have the same base, you cannot add the exponent. So that's one. So in this case, instead of having to multiply them, do all that multiplication, you just add the exponent, and then that's your answer. Number two, you have the power rule, So the power rule. So what's the power rule? You see how in the multiplication rule, because you have the same base, you can just add the exponent. In the power rule, if you have ms, to the power of ms, Actually, you know what? No, let me put it in a better way. If you have this part here, ms to the power of m, right? And then it's ms exponential m to the power of s. It will basically, all you have to do is you're gonna multiply the exponent. So you would have ms, and then I'm going to multiply s times m. So that will be ms. So in the power rule, instead of adding as you did in the multiplication rule, you actually multiply the exponent. That's one. Now, let's say you have another power rule, which is the third one. You have another power rule, but it's more like a distributive product, you know? So the power of products, basically. And in this case, I'm going to have m to the power of s and multiply s power of m, and I'm going to multiply all of that by let's say a different one. Let's say n. All right. In this case, what's gonna happen is I'm going to distribute the n to both exponents. You see, in the power rule, you multiply the s by the m. In this power product, I'm going to basically do what we call a distributive operation. So it would be m Sn times Smn. So in this case, I'm multiplying the exponents together, meaning I'm distributing the exponent that is n to both inside exponent m and s. Let's say another one. Now, let's say we're going to divide. We have the subtraction or division method. So the division rule, the division rule, yes, there is all of that, because if you guys don't understand this, it's gonna be hard. The division rule, basically what it says is, if you have the same base, again, you have ms as your base, all right? So you say you have ms to the power of m over ms to the power of s. Because you have the same base, ms, the division rule says basically it's going to be the opposite or the inverse of the multiplication. In multiplication, you added the exponent. In the division, you're going to subtract the exponent. So that will be you ms, and you can just do m minus s. This will be the division method. And guess what? You can use the power rule in the division as well. You can use the power of product if you have it there as well. Number 5. Yes, number 5. So we've seen 4 so far, 4 rules. Rule number 5. Number 5, you have the 0 as an exponent. So the 0 exponent. So the 0 exponent basically means anything that you raise to the power of 0. In this case, if I have ms, ms to the power of 0, that would be equal to 1. Anything to the power of 0 would equal to 1, except there's a caveat. ms by itself cannot be equal to 0. ms cannot be equal to 0 because if ms is equal to 0, then we're gonna have oh, hold on. So if I put that in red, actually no, I'm gonna put that in red. So ms cannot be equal to 0. So if ms equal to 0, then guess what? Then we have the expression is undefined. Okay? Does not exist. Undefined. So this is the zero exponential expression. Rule number 6. Rule number 6. In rule number 6, we're going to have the negative exponent. The negative exponent. Yes, there are so many rules on that thing. The negative exponent, what it means is, let's say we have ms to the power of negative ms. So what that means is, because the exponent is negative, in math, you want to do the easiest thing. So you want to make it positive most of the time. And to make it positive, you're going to basically do the inverse of the expression. And when you're doing the inverse, it basically means 1 over the expression. And by that, you also change the sign of the exponent. So the negative exponent, ms to the power of negative ms, that will give you 1 over ms to the power of ms. Number 7. Yes, number 7. Number 7, we have the power of quotient. Remember the power of quotient. Power of quotient. And in the power of quotient, it's basically like the division rule. I mentioned that earlier in the division rule when I said we could do the power of product with it, but it's actually called the power of quotient. What that means is, let's say you have m to the power of s over s to the power of m, and all of that to the power of n. In this case, what you do is you would do the same distributive formula, so that will give you m power of sn over s power of mn. That's what it would be. The power of quotient is basically the power of product, but in a division format. That's rule number 7. So these are the 7 rules in the I would say exponential expression. These are 7 rules, and you guys need to know. You guys actually need to know your terms. Yes, you need to know them. If they ask you to do some operation with a different type of rule, you need to know how to do this. There are 7 rules of operation of exponential expression. You need to know them. I wrote them right here so you guys can actually know them. In the next video, we're gonna do some exercises to show you how it works. This is just a know your terms part, so you guys actually get familiar with how it's gonna look like in the future. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also click that subscribe button and that notification bell on my YouTube channel, MathStats. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, MathStats as well. And you're gonna see the link in the description below. Follow me on, or you can support me on Rumble and Locals. And of course, I got my Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. They're all in the description down below. This is your boy Math Stats. Hope to see you guys again. Until then, Math Stats out.